Hi, we're Steve and Caroline from Vintage Adventures. For over 10 years, our travels have been in vintage vans, but in 2025 we made the change to the dark side and purchased a 2-year-old Kakadu full off-road van so we could leave the tarmac and take our travels and exploring further. And as we're a bit vintage ourselves, we remain Vintage Adventures Australia. Hope you enjoy. In this episode we travel down to Corny Point, and while we're there we explore the lower end of the York Peninsula and the Innes National Park. Well, we're here at Corny Point in our brand new, 2 years old Kakadu. So we started our caravan journeys in vintage caravans, but quickly realised we really adore the caravanning lifestyle. So we decided we would go the whole hog and buy something new because there were too many places we had to drive past when we went up north, because we don't want to ruin a beautiful vintage caravan going down dirt roads. So we decided to get a decent off-road caravan, and the Kakadu fit our bill. 2 years old, it had all the extras on it that we were looking for, with diesel heaters and dust suppression and so forth. So here we are at Corny Point, just a small little park on the York Peninsula. There's a few empty spots. We're here with one of the coast to coast vouchers, and wouldn't you know it, there's a vintage style caravan, the lovely Betty, who we've seen before down here on the York Peninsula, and the lovely Betty is here as well. Looks like her owners are out for the day. So we're going to have a drink and then see if we can check out the beach. We're here at Stenhouse Bay, down on the York Peninsula. Going to do the lookout trail. Should we go up there first? Mm-hmm. That looks a bit dodgy. The view down to the Stenhouse Bay jetty, isn't that gorgeous? Widower the shark. I may have mispronounced that, but there's a lovely sculptural depiction just around the corner. But look at that. For a look around at the Jim Beach campground. Don't think many of the campsites are too conducive to our van. It's a little bit small, a little bit tight. You're right for small caravans, campers, etc. But pretty nice spot. There's a rather quirky picnic shelter here. I'm assuming that people pick up this stuff off the beach and then bring it here to festoon. There's all sorts of fishing gear, quite obviously. A mug, older than dirt. An old gas bottle. Plenty of thongs, always thongs. Oh look, little kitty thong. Old bike tyre, some golf balls. Yeah, somebody's put a bit of effort into this. So, good luck to them. Might be a local who comes here regularly, perhaps. There's a tiny little rainwater tank if you need some water. That's good to know. We are at the Daly Heads campground. Now we've just come along this road here, and all along there are really big campsites with these uninterrupted water views. So we're definitely going to come back here at some point. These are the sites, and they're really huge. Steve, what sort of square meterage would you put that at?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, you could get a group of caravans in there.
20 by 20.
Yeah, they're huge, really huge. So if you've got a really big rig, you could come down here very comfortably. And there's a whole big row of them. And today, well, it's nearly the end of school holidays. Not a single person here. So, come off season and you probably have your pick. Of course, you do have to book everything through the York Peninsula Council website, I think it is, and book ahead, so don't forget to do that. There's a couple of drop toilets and a little tiny bit of water, but you'll need your own water. There is a quite tight corner to get in and out, but there is some other bits of road that you can back into, and looking at it, we figured you'd get a reasonable size van around that bend. No trip to Corny Point is complete without a trip out to the lighthouse. We headed over there towards sunset, and it was such a lovely view at that time of the day. First lit in 1882, the Corny Point Lighthouse is still keeping shipping safe 144 years later in 2026. We're doing take 2 of the Innes National Park today, and this is the beautiful Browns Beach, which is at the very end of the drive. So we've come all the way to the end and we're going to do the little stops on the way to and from. Just check out that swell. I'm sure if I was a surfer I'd be wanting to get into that. It's just beautiful. Gorgeous beach. The swell down here is incredible. We're here at Pondalawi Bay, and this is the first time we've seen the ugly foam from the algal bloom, which is such a shame. What a beautiful spot. I'm sure it will clear eventually, but it looks pretty awful right now. So we've come to the other side of Pondalawi Bay. This island probably has a name. I'll look it up and pop it in the comments or on the screen. And this side's much better. Doesn't seem to be much of that ugly foam. A couple of pelicans flying off there in the distance. And you can see where this island where the cliffs are crumbling. It's turned out to be a beautiful day. It's quite a cloudy start, but now it's gorgeous and sunny. So this might be Pondalawi Bay proper. We're going to have to check the map. Continuing our exploration in the Innes National Park, this is West Cape and it's beautiful. I was just reading the sign here. Apparently this part of the coastline has some of the highest energy wave action in Australia, which accounts for the sand and all the cliffs and so on. So I'm just going to come partly down this lovely staircase. It's very windy, so I hope the sound's okay. Although it looks delightful, it's quite dangerous. No swimming, dangerous currents, large swells, unstable cliff, and no lifesavers. So I'm just going to enjoy the view from up here. But for those of you that are more intrepid, there's a lovely walk all the way down to the beach, so you can get all the way down there, and judging by the footprints, quite a few people have. Some islands out there to find out what they are. Down there on the sand is a tiny little morsel of the Ethel wreck. We're thinking that some more of it may be out in the water, but the tide's coming in.
That was the same place.
We've been here before, many years ago, and the wreck was a lot bigger.
And we were a lot older.
Stop it. Looks like they go down to the beach. We're probably not going to go all the way. but we'll go a little way just to see if we can see any more of the ship, or
Once we went all the way to the bottom.
yes, it's getting back up again that's the hassle.
There, Caroline. It's come right in.
Oh, there it is. There's a lot more there.
Further in.
Or has the cliff dropped more and kind of crowded it out?
No. No
Just
way.
keep walking along that way a little bit. I mean, yes, it may have washed further in, I suppose.
But that was out in the, a lot further out.
It seemed like it, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, see, this is slumped. So the cliff has probably
Not that much.
collapsed as well. There's a bit of both.
That was a lot further out.
Somewhere in my photo archive I might have a picture, but it'll take a bit of searching, I think. Could, I suppose. So you can see that the stairs go all the way to the bottom for those hardy souls that are happy to climb all the way back up again. Let's go around this way a little further. Just want to make sure that that does go right through. Pretty sure it does. Yep, goes backwards and forwards, and just like that you'll be at the beach, down at the wreck. Look at that surf, incredible. So Lloydie's decided to show off and go all the way to the bottom. Or has he changed his mind? No, he's got the camera out ready to film. Phone, I should say. And there he is, right down the bottom, showing off, filming the wreck up close. I'm just noticing that there's a bit of nasty looking foam on this beach as well. So that algal bloom is definitely around in this little corner, which is pretty unpleasant. But we're not planning to swim here, so we can enjoy the beautiful surf. We're in the Inniston Historic Village. There's a full walk you can do which goes for an hour. Yes, I can see the emu over there, enjoying the walk as well. We're probably not going to do that because it's getting late in the afternoon. This is one of the remaining cottages. I think some have been done up for people to stay in. I think through there that looks like a cottage that's been renovated. Don't you?
Sorry?
That one there looks renovated through the trees. I'm not going to go that way though. Too many flies.
Okay.
That brings us to the end of this short trip to the southern end of the York Peninsula. Our next adventure is to Tasmania, so like and subscribe to follow us on our Tassie trip. Bye for now.